You're peeing right at the entry? Alright, fine. At least it'll maybe deter some predators. See, and this is why I moved the trampoline, because the birds will make a mess, and it's important to not have them be feeding in the same location over and over and over again, because otherwise there can be mold that builds up. So by moving a trampoline, I'm giving all the other birds the ability to access this in the morning. So this is like last 2 nights worth of food. It's not moldy or anything because it's not old. And then in the morning when I let the chickens out, they will attack this and clean it up. As you can see, this is where the trampoline was before. Like, it was in this spot last. This is where it was before. And you can see almost all of it has been cleaned up. Obi, sit. Good boy. Come. Let's go walk Obi for a minute. Figured I'd let you guys hang out while I walk Obi and let you guys see how he does with the chickens and stuff. And then I also figured I need to remember to have you guys join me when I let the birds out in the morning, so that you guys can see how Obi, you're such a dork. Are you okay? Are you okay, puppy? Shake. Yes. Hi. How you doing? Good puppy. Let's go. Don't bump into me, dude. Are you so excited? Come. It's so crazy. Look at him. He's excited. Nah. Obi, sit. Sit. That doesn't count. It's an itch. Come here. Come. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Come, Obi, come. Come on, let's go play. Such a goof. Let's go take care of the chickens, huh? Come on. And yes, if the geese were over here, they'd be pissed. They would not be happy. But the geese are like down there right now. Hopefully, that's where they're staying and not walking back to the pond that I just got them from. They have done that before. What are you eating? Weirdo pants. Come on. Oh, wait. I gotta move that water, darn it. That's the first thing we need to do is get this water. Yeah, I know. I'm flooding the yard. And I am... You okay? I am wearing my dog's collar around my neck. Not collar, his leash. So that if for some reason I need to leash him, I can do that. It's something that I like to do. Even though we're on our property, you never know. Somebody else's dog could show up, and he's always wearing a collar. So say if another livestock guardian were to show up, livestock guardian dog were to show up and attack Obi, or Obi were to get in a fight with him, or even just show up, and like if I see another dog or another animal that I consider to be a potential risk to him, or him a potential risk to that animal, I can put him on a leash and have better control over him, and hopefully prevent anything bad from happening. Right now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to set this up real quick. Put this one stout for the geese. He's still feeling a little bit sick, buddy. He's been having a sensitive stomach because he did eat something that was not good for him. It was my fault. And it did result in him not feeling well for a couple of days. He had diarrhea. And he was not feeling well at all. So right now, we're getting back to normal slowly. And part of that is him starting to gain back his weight slowly, because he did lose some weight over a couple of days of not eating. And apparently bird food is part of that process. Obi, what are you doing? Do you need some grain? Huh? You're such a weirdo. And this is so typical for like farm dogs. Come on, Obi. Come on. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Obi. Come help me with the chickens. Now keep in mind, Obi is a 4.5-month-old puppy. Like, this is a baby. Notice how he's not hitting me when he does that? Like, he's not jumping on me. Because I've been teaching him that I don't like it when he jumps on me. So his solution to that has been to jump in place right in front of me. Like, he runs up and then jumps in place. Hi, Obi. Good boy. See? He jumps in place. Like, just hops around in front of me when he's excited rather than jumping on me. All right, Obi. Slow. Chicken time. Slow. Be good. Come. Slow. Be good. Come. Be good. Wait. 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 Coop. Obi. Grab the eggs out of there. And the chicken coop is not done yet, and I'm still working on things in here. Only one egg, and I got one earlier, so only 2 eggs today, guys. That's still not bad. You want egg tonight? See that face? Nah. Good boy. Let's go. Go on. Let's go. No, that's mine. Nah, leave it. Look at those eyes. Psycho. Good boy. He did good. He actually does pretty good, even when the chickens go crazy. If I tell him to wait, he usually does pretty good about wait. Now, he is kind of struggling with it a little bit since he was sick or not doing well, because I really did let him get away with a lot of stuff. That's my fault. And I didn't reinforce a lot of the things that I normally reinforce on a daily basis. And because he's a puppy, he started being able to get away with things. Leave it. He started being able to get away with things, which, of course, is going to set him back a little bit. So his weight was completely on point, and now he's lacking a little bit. Not too bad. Just a little bit. Needs a little bit. He basically needs a couple extra reminders right now. Leave it. Come. Obi. Come here. Did you leave it? Come here. Mama see. Mama see. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on, Obi. Obi. Come here. Good boy. You did good boy. Leave it. Come. So, like, even during that time when he wasn't feeling well, food was not something that was anything I could use to, like, train him with, besides the point that he wasn't feeling well. You can see he's got a lot of cooped up energy now from that time. What's up? Go play. Come on, let's go. Go play. What? You want some more? You want some more treats? Obi, want to sit? Good boy. And I've also been working on the behavior where he knows what we expect of him. So, like, for an example, one of the things that I think is a good way of training a dog personally, and this is not a livestock guardian dog, just a dog in general, is to teach them something, teach them certain things, and then wait. Like, rather than giving them the command, allow them to think about it and to figure out what you want from them. So, like, Obi, come. He wants the treat in my hand. And so he's going to try and figure out how he can get it. Obi. Good boy. But they want to figure it out. Like, they want to solve the problem. So, like, if you hold a treat in your hand and you've had them do something a couple of times, what's actually a better idea, rather than going sit, 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 while you're trying to train them to sit. You wait for them to actually sit, and then you tell them, sit, right when their butt touches the ground, and you give them a treat. You know what I mean? And that's how I got Obi to do it when he was an itty bitty puppy in the beginning. Obi, this was a hand gesture that he had. It's good boy. What are you doing, Obi? What are you smelling? What are you smelling? Smelly puppy. Smelly puppy. Obi is not always out while I do lockup. Honestly, because sometimes I'm just not feeling too good, or I have already taken him out, or I've decided that I'm just trying to do a lockup real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and get him in a minute, like, and let me do the two things separately. But he's always there for the release in the morning now. Like, he's always involved in that part now. And then throughout the day, here and there, I make sure that he's around the birds for periods of time. Leave it. Obi, come. Sit. Obi. Hey, come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy, sit. Wait. 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 Good boy, wait. Good boy. You did good job, puppy. Yes, good job, puppy. Good wait. Yes, that was a good wait. Come. We'll go that way? Okay, let's go that way real quick. It's okay. Let's go. Let's go see. Let's go see. You want to check your corners? Let's go check your corners. It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Leave it. No, Obi. Hey, Obi. No chasing the kitties. You leave it. Go potty. Come. Already forgotten. Hey. Your nose just literally poked me in the stomach. What the hell, dude? Come on. Go potty. What are you doing, weirdo? Huh? What are you doing, weirdo? This is literally a 4-month-old puppy, guys. Like, I have to continuously remind myself that despite his size, he's still a baby. Even though he doesn't seem like a baby, he doesn't look like a baby, he's a baby. This is still a puppy. Like, this is not an adult animal. This is not even really a teenager or anything. This is a baby. Come on, Obi. Come. Come. Obi, leave it. Come on. Come here. Gentle. Good boy. Come. Let's go. Come on, bud. He's got so much energy just in there from the last couple of days. The good thing is that even though he wasn't feeling well, he was still drinking water, which is one of the reasons why we knew he'd be okay. One of the reasons why I knew it was most likely not something like parvo. And once I'd done my research about what he was eating and the things that had changed, that were different at that time, right before he started not feeling well, started having diarrhea and stuff, once I looked into it, I was able to establish the reason for his issues and establish that it was not an issue of a virus or bacteria, most likely, but most likely was something that he had eaten. Obi, where's the puppies? Where's the puppies? Oh, careful. Are you okay? No. You be careful, puppy. Careful, Obi. You gotta be careful with your teeth. Those are weapons, buddy. Okay? Okay? We practice tooth safety here. You did do a good job, come. What you doing? Making sure that place is safe for the goosies tonight? Hmm? Come! Good boy! Good boy! Come! Good boy. Come! Good boy. Hey, you've got one. Good boy. Anyways, isn't it crazy though how big he is, considering he's literally like 4.5 months old? Like he's a baby. He's a massive dog, and he's only gonna get bigger. Come here. Come here. Mama give you some loving. What's wrong with you? Why are you so crazy? Huh? Huh? I'm gonna get that fat back on you. Leave it. Huh? I'm gonna get you back fattened up, huh? Get you fattened back up. Nah, No. Leave it. Nah. Good boy. If y'all have dog training tips, y'all let me know. Because look at that evil puppy. Sorry. What are you doing? Hmm? Are you being a crazy puppy? Maneuver this back in there. After I move the trampoline, I'm gonna have to go under there and pull it in. Yay. Yeah. I was actually expecting him to come in here and start getting in my face. Darn it. Now the leash is in my way. Alright, let's see. This should be good enough. This way more. Boy, watch out. Hey, puppy. Hey! No. Wait. You keep mouthing me, we're gonna have problems, dude. You get too excited and you forget that you're not supposed to do that, buddy. Down, down, down. Lay down. Lay down. Wait. Obi, lay down. Down. Lay down. Wait. Lay down. Lay down. Down. Wait. Wait. Good boy. Uh-uh. Okay. So the reason why I'm leashing him right now is because I'm going to have to start moving stuff around and go in and out from underneath the trampoline, which means I'm not going to have my eye on him the whole time. Obi, hey! No pulling. Come on, man. You know better. I know you're excited. You want to get a drink of water before we go? Anyway, so... Dude, it's cold. Why would you do that? Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I'm going to put him back up. And the reason why is because I'm going to have to move stuff. And when I'm moving stuff in and out of the trampoline, there's a way higher chance he's going to run into my face. And I'm not going to right now... Hey, 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 no pulling. I'm not going to right now have him out for that. This is not something I regularly do. So it's not like he's missing out on something that's constantly happening, you know, training-wise. And I'm working with him on those things. All right, are you all done? Did you go potty? Did you go poop? Are you good to go, buddy? Ready to go plats? Come. Come on. Obi, sit. Leave it. Sit. Obi, leave the cat. Sit. Obi, sit. There it is. My goodness. Wait. Wait. Come. Leave it. Come. Obi, come. He's not wearing a gentle lead. You want to say hi to Daddy, Obi? Come. Sit. Say hi to Daddy. Watch out, he's a little mouthy tonight. He's very excited. All that energy is finally coming out that he's been keeping Coop up for days. Good boy. I take the leash off. The reason I put the leash on him is because sometimes when it's time for him to go plats, he doesn't wanna. He doesn't wanna. He wants to be a puppy and throw a fit. Let's go. Go plats. Go on. Good boy. Watch out. Back. 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 Sit. Sit. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Hello, Jason. Good evening. Not really. I haven't really had any contact with him. Mostly, I've been focused on our new place with the birds, and I don't know if you've been around to our channel, but we've expanded our gaggle a lot, actually. Here, I'll go ahead and let you see them in case you don't have much time. We have 12 geese now. Them are Canada geese or Canada mixes or whatever. And then we have 3 that are domestics. Pretty bird. They're sitting over here waiting. You'll see them in a second. Start seeing silhouettes any minute now. Hey, babies. Hey, Bert. You got an old friend that came to visit. Go say hi. There he is. You can see Pretty Bird got a lot more. And then here's the gaggle. Here's Squirt. Here's Layla. Peach. Dino. Hey, Dino. Dino. Come on, Layla. Let's go. Come on, Layla. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, babies. Let's go night-night. Come on. How have you been, Jason? Life's treating you well? Come on, babies. Let's go. Let's go, babies. Let's go night-night. That's good. We're on a new property now. We're on a couple of acres. If you check out the live I made earlier today, you'll actually get to see Pretty Bird with his gaggle having the zoomies on our little pond that's on this property. And Pretty Bird finally gets to go play in a pond. He's finally got his own gaggle. He's been mating with Layla. He might potentially mate with Charlie, which is that goose right there, that Canada goose in the front. So we'll find. We should be finding out if Pretty Bird's fertile this season, hopefully, if everything goes well. And if he is, we'll have some little Pretty Bird babies this year. Well, this coming year. Layla could already be pregnant by him right now. Right, Layla? Yeah. You could be. Go on, Pipper. Let's go. It's night time, buddy. Come on. He's getting into his moody phase now because we're getting to that mating season. Here's Blue. And then we've got Squirt. And we've got the new little gang right here. These 5 Canada geese are all named after the movie A Land Before Time. So Littlefoot and Ducky and Sarah and Petrie, and you get the idea. And then the other goose that was raised along with them, which believes that she belongs to them, is Dino, which is that domestic goose right here. And she was actually raised by my daughter. And I mean, this goose is tamer than Pretty Bird when it comes to like handling her. Like you can pick her up with one hand. Like she's a lot more like George in a way when it comes to her personality of like being handled. Like she's not as moody as Pretty Bird. Like Pretty Bird, he's got an attitude sometimes. Right, Pretty Bird? Yes. Yes, you got attitude sometimes. But see, my goal is not ever really about keeping him tame or anything. Have his own group, his own family, and be able to have his own offspring and have a mate and have babies and all those things that geese naturally, instinctively want to do. That's all. The neighbors' horses are saying hi. Hi, guys. Hey, Littlefoot. How you doing, bud? You guys doing all right? Huh? I know you guys want snacks. I know. I gotta get you guys some more carrots, huh? Yeah. All right, let's get you guys to bed. Come on, let's go. Let's go, babies. Come on. Let's go up front. Let's go back to the house. Come on. Like a herd of geese. Here we go. Off like a gaggle of geese. Go on, mamas. doo 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 doo. Well, you know they're not ducks, they're geese. We actually do have 3 ducklings now that I'm raising up right now. At least 2 of them are ours, that we're raising up. But they're itty bitties right now. They're like barely a week old. Like they're tiny little duckies right now. I think I have like 1 or 2 shorts of them. Come on, babies. Come on. Let's go. But yeah, I still hand raise my geese. So most of these geese have been hand raised by me, besides Layla and Peach and Squirt. Outside of that, all the other geese were hand raised by me and are mostly or completely tame, because, well, I've been their mom for everyone. So Layla joined us this last spring. She joined us at the age of 2, so she's almost 3 years old. And Peach, we hatched Peach. Well, Layla hatched Peach this last spring, raised by Goose, that wasn't hand raised by me, and that I didn't have a super close relationship with. Ended up being more standoffish and doesn't really trust me as much. Like, he doesn't have a problem with me. He just, doesn't want to be handled. He doesn't want cuddles from humans. He does take food though. Pretty Bert, we're not going to the pools. Oh, actually, you know what? You guys can go. Incoming. All right, you guys, go ahead. You guys can go hang out at the pools while I pull in the other 2 pools for your bedtime. Hi, babies. These are this year's goslings, right here. Hey, babies. It all started with this guy. And now look at him all. And I still don't have... I'm still not satisfied. I still want more. Right, Ducky? Right, Ducky? This is Ducky right here. Hey, Ducky. Since I've gotten Pretty Bird, I've been able to find out that you can legally purchase Canada geese. And I found breeders. And, yeah. And then I also found a breeder who breeds cackling geese. And that's where I got little Squirt. And Squirt should be getting a buddy this coming year. Guys, I'm trying to say stuff. She should be getting a friend later this next year. So this spring coming up. The same guy who I got her from, which she is a cackling minima. She's like the tiniest ones of the Canada Goose subspecies. Like, this smaller. We're going to get her a male. And hopefully we're going to get a female and a male. But we're going to get her a male. And so that she can have her own mate. Because she is mature at this point. She is 2.5. She'll be 3 this coming year. And she's going to want to mate. And now she might end up deciding to mate with one of the males that we have, but obviously there is a big size discrepancy. And even though it does happen in the wild, and they can do that, and it is a little bit safer because we do have a pond and all that, and with deeper water, but I want her to have that ability to mate with a male that is of her own kind, if that's what she wants to do. Because I'm not going to be doing any forced pairings. And the most that I'm going to interfere is to allow Pretty Bird to have a chance to have first pick. So if Peach starts creating an issue, which he kind of is starting to, I may have to separate him out for a short period of time where Pretty Bird can kind of like have his female established, his relationship established before I allow Peach to do whatever, because domestic geese do mature much sooner than Canada geese, and he's already mature, already looking to mate. And he's even attempted to mate his mother, which is an issue, obviously. So I need to make sure that her eggs are not potential incest babies. So I need to, do what I have to do to ensure healthy bloodlines. This has nothing to do with preferred bloodlines. This has to do with healthy bloodlines. So, yeah, but we've got all these pools right here, everything set up. And then, like I said, if you look at the live I did earlier today, you'll see the pond that we currently have on this property. And we don't own this property. We don't own yet, but we are renting this property from my best friend. And we are very fortunate to be able to live on this property. And the plan is to be here until we buy. I just moved the trampoline again, which is enclosed to basically work as their enclosure right now. There's a security light right above them, which helps with the risk of predators. We're also, even though our livestock guardian dog is not yet raised to be out at night to protect him at night, we do have, we are surrounded by farmland and by farmlands with active livestock guardian dogs. And then right next door to us, we have someone living there with, see, they're going back to the back because I'm not fast enough. That's where they hang out until I put them under the trampoline. But we have a mule living right next door with the horses. So, since we have a mule right next door, that also helps when it comes to predators because they want nothing to do with that thing. Those things are, mules are much like donkeys. They're great at protecting from predators. So, they also help deter them. Not saying that this is like the only version of predator protection that you need, but just saying it helps. But yeah, they're right now they're still sleeping under the trampoline. I am working on their winter enclosure to get them a place with much better insulation so that when it does start freezing, when it does start like snowing and freezing and all that stuff, they're not going to be under there. They're going to be in an actual coop enclosure, which I think everyone will agree is much better. We want them to have that insulation there, even though they could technically be out since the winters here are not nearly as rough as they are in other places, and they are made for harsh weather in a way. I don't want them to be out in bad weather. And whenever we have storms, the geese spend their nights in, by the way, this is double wired. This is not just this. There's actually a metal fencing there as well. But the geese spend their nights in the coop. It's just that even though they all fit in the coop, it's much tighter. The coop is much smaller, and I don't like putting them in there just because there's not as much space. We used to have that nice big coop, which was basically a garage. And the storage that we have here, that's the chicken coop right there, that little storage right there. But that big building there is actually belongs to the owners of the property. They use it for storage. So we don't have access to that one, which is completely fine. I'm just saying, if anybody's thinking, hey, what about that big building I see there? Why are you not using that one? Because it's not mine. Anyway, sorry for weird angles here, trying to carry stuff in underneath the trampoline. Man, fun fact. You know, your legs get one heck of a workout when you have to like crouch down constantly. Like, I overfilled this a little bit. There we go. Let's pull this over here. because the water hose doesn't reach. I also recently ordered a new enclosure, which should arrive next Wednesday, I believe. And then there's going to be the adventure of building it, but it's not going to be safe as it comes. But once I reinforce it, it's going to make a great secondary enclosure, especially for the summertime, for spring and summertime. Oh no, I'm down in Texas actually. We are in northern Texas. We used to be in Arizona, and then about 2.5 years ago, we moved to Texas. Because we do prefer the warmer weather, but we want it to be somewhere where there was green. So Texas kind of is the best, in a way, combination between the two. At least in our opinion. Plus, there's nice properties down here, and you find nice small towns around here, and people around here are real nice, honestly. So far, we haven't had really any negative experience with people here. You know, it's been nothing but kind people. Even when we first got here and we were struggling a little bit in the beginning, people were really kind and helpful, and especially when they found out that my husband's 100% disabled vet, they were all over offering to help with anything they could. I'm gonna have to set you guys down for literally 2 minutes because I gotta run inside and just grab the bird feed real quick, and I'll be right back out. I keep it inside the house to avoid it from getting wet, moist, damp, whatever, and getting mold in it, because we actually had an incident at the last place. So I just gotta set you guys down 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and mute you guys just in case the puppy starts barking. All right, I'm back. Let's see. You have a good evening too. Thank you for stopping in. I'll bring my water with me. I brought the geese to the front, and the little butts went back to the back. Not all the way to the back, to the best of my knowledge, just, but I walked the geese over to the front because a previous viewer who hasn't been around for a while, hadn't seen the birds in a while, you know, stopped in the channel. So I was letting him see the birds, right? Pretty bird, and how he has his own gaggle now and everything. I was like, oh, maybe they'll hang out at the pools until I got it done. Nope. They walk right back to where they hang out while I get the trampoline ready. And of course, it's taking me longer because I moved the trampoline. And I have to move everything out and back in, you know. It's just funny. Little butts always doing whatever they want to do. Never do what I want them to do. Spoiled feather butts is what I say. Anyway, I go finish up. Love you, babe. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and get the birds' food in here. So, ever since the birds go and like hang out at the pond throughout the day, and they spend the majority, if not all day, down by the pond, I've been feeding them under the trampoline overnight. Like I give them food overnight, like I used to back in the day. One of the reasons why I'm comfortable doing it again, whereas I stopped it before, was because they were always, of course, sleeping in a coop, meaning that it was always the same location. So any feed that was dumped was potentially going to get moldy and wet and whatever. But since I move this trampoline every like 2 to 3 days, you know, it's, yeah, sure, it dumps, but they're not going to be on that same spot for long. So by the time the feed could potentially be bad, I've already moved the trampoline and the chickens have already eaten it up. So, and this way they also get fresh grass, and their enclosure actually stays pretty darn clean because it's just fresh ground, fresh grass every couple of days. And I just move them around the property, which, you know, we have several acres to work with here. So the enclosure's already been all over here where you see the pools. The enclosure's already been everywhere here. That's why the grass here, you can kind of see it's kind of nice and like long, and there's a lot of green here. And then when you look here, you can see this is the most recent location where they just ate it down right here. So most of this area is all down. This is where it was before this last location, where you can kind of see it's flattened and everything, and they've eaten all the green stuff. And then it was over here before that, and then it was over here before that, and you can kind of still see some of the circles because they do work down the grass really well. But then because I move it, the grass then has the ability to come back, and which is great. You know, it's basically I'm moving a trampoline around and having the birds not only mow the yard, but also fertilize the yard in the process. And yeah, sure, it's the end of the year, so like the grass is not going to come back as fast right now, but by next year, this all is going to be nice and lush with the birds fertilizing it, right? So it's kind of, you know, two birds with one stone, whatever it's called. Anyway, so I'm gonna get their feed ready. Take their feed in here. And then I'll put one over here. And I'm gonna take about 2-3 scoops out of this one and put it right here, because I like to make sure that Squirt, the smallest goose, has a safe place to hide in case the other geese decide to bully her, and that she has access to food and water. That's why there's that little water dish over there, without having to come over here for water or having to walk over there for water where most of the other geese are hanging out. Kitty, stop attacking my back. Stop it, Brownie. Stop it. You're such a sweet girl. You are so cute. Brownie. Brownie. There's Simba. Hi, Simba. Hi, Simba. Hi, handsome boy. Simba's my kitty. He's not my kitty. He belongs to the whole family. But I call him my kitty because he hangs out with me a lot. Every time I'm outside working, he's never far. And if I take a walk over the property, regardless of if the geese are there, if I'm walking with the dog, if I'm walking by myself, Simba is always walking with me somewhere. Come on, catfish. Still looking for homes for all these other kittens, guys. All these stray kitties need homes. They really, really, really do. Actually, you know what? Let me put that over here. Like this. And some more, then we can reach it. Okay. Okay. Now it's time to go get the goosies and put them to bed. So now we have to walk back to where they were before. You know, where we already walked them from and walked them all the way over here. Yeah, we're going to have to do that again. Because, well, they decided to walk back down there. Pretty bird! It's 8 o'clock at night down here where we are at. So it's a little later right now than when I usually lock them up now that it gets dark sooner. But if we lock up later, then we are always outside. Like if they're out later, we're outside with them. Like I'm there. You know, I'm either working outside or I'm on the back porch with my husband, and the geese are never far, you know. Lately they like going over here into the dark corner to go lay down, but a lot of times they're sitting over there where the light is at, which you guys totally can't see right now because this phone's light does not reach that far, but y'all get the idea. They're usually closer to the house, but sometimes they like to come all the way back here. Right, baby? It's time to go night-night. It's night-night time. Let's go night-night. Let's go. Let's go night-night, Layla. This is Charlie and Layla, the two girls that are interested in Pretty Bird. The two girls that Pretty Bird might be interested in. Let's go. Come on, Pretty Bird. Let's go. Come on, Pretty Bird. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Blue. Wait, you're not blue. You're blue. Or you're not blue. I'm confused. Let's go. Go on, Squirt. Layla, let's go. Let's go, Layla. Hey, be nice. You're definitely not blue. Let's go. Night-night time. Come on, babies. Come on. Pibbert, come on. You know what's funny is I'd probably do it too. If we had like I'm not even joking. If there was like a flash freeze happening and people were saying that it was gonna like kill animals, like it's not unheard of for me to shove my animals into kennels and bring them inside, like to protect them from that, or to put them in a garage or something. You know, I'd totally do it. Most likely to not throw off their acclimation, because you know taking them inside, when there's a big weather change from the inside to the outside, then you can cause issues there, you know, major changes. But most likely what I would do is call my landlord, which is also my best friend, and ask her if I could please put my birds in the kennels into the large shed building and just use it for a night or two while it's freezing without the birds running around in there. But if I can put them in there, keep it clean, and take them out during the day so that they would be protected from, you know, a flash freeze like that or something. But you know how we do when it comes to our birdies. Yes, Pippa. Layla's right there. Pippa's definitely hyper focused on Layla right now. But I'm going to have to get Peach under control now. Now that the African ganders and Peach's other 2 sons have been rehomed, Peach has turned out to be male, and he's trying to mate his mother. I don't know what's wrong with these guys, but yeah. So now I have to figure out what to do about that to keep the lineage clean. To not keep the lineage clean, but to keep out, potential genetic issues. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. I love how they all line up. Have you ever seen them do that? Like, my geese always line up like this. I don't know if other people's geese do this, but my geese always do this. They always line up. And a lot of times the line is like perfect. They're tail to tail, like beak to tail, perfectly lined up. And that's just how they walk. Like, the line's not always perfect, but sometimes it's just like right on point, and I just think it's hilarious. Oh, and Paul, if you check out earlier video from today, if you check out, it's a live that's only maybe 15, 17 minutes long or so. They totally had the zoomies today in the pond. Like, totally had the zoomies, like the whole gaggle. Like, by the time I arrived at the pond with Squirt to reunite her with the gaggle because she'd missed the train again, they were already in the water. They were already hanging out, already all by themselves, just swimming around, foraging in the pond, playing. And when I got there, after a little bit, they started zooming and playing and diving, which, just makes our hearts so happy. Let's go. Night-night time. Come on. Pippa, go night-night. Go inside. I'll give you treats in a minute. Hold on. Go inside. Good boy. Come on, Blue. Squirt. Come on, babies. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Charlie and Blue, let's go. I was just so happy because that's literally what I've been wanting to see them do, is just have fun, just enjoy themselves in their own pond and be able to play and run around and do all that. Go on. Huh? Look at them all lined up like they're waiting in line to go into bed. Let's go. Go on, Squirt. Let's go. Let's get you in. Let's go, Squirt. Come on. Let's go, girl. Nope, we're not going that way. Come on. We're going to Pretty Bird. Come on. Guys, leave her be. Come on, Squirt. This way. This way. Good girl. Keep going. Good job, Squirt. Go on. Go to bed, girlie. Go on, Squirt. Get on in there. Get on in there, girl. Squirt. Let's go. She's like, don't touch me. Come on, babies. Come on. Yes, come. Come get num-nums. Yes, numas. Numas. Don't be jealous. You'll get num-nums too. Come on, babies. Come on, guys. Come closer over here so I can give everybody treats. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go, everybody. Come on. Come on. Let's get going. Like a gaggle of geese. We need to move. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, babies. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, honey. Let's go. It's my favorite part of the day because they're usually nice and calm and ready to cuddle and allow me to give them some pets. Yeah, because you guys are growing up and maturing. You don't want that many cuddles anymore, huh? Come on, babies. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You too. Come on, little foot. Come on, Sarah. There you go. Come on, babies. Go on. Go on. Here's the babies. No running away, Goofy. Littlefoot. Wait. Yeah, you're Petrie. Littlefoot, stay over here. Come on. Back over here, Littlefoot. Come on. Thank you. Hey. No, we're not fighting bedtime tonight. Come on. Layla, can you get out of the way, please? You're always blocking everybody. Every night. Every night you block them all. Come on, girls and boys. Come on, girls and boys. Come on. This way. Stop it. I swear it's like trying to get toddlers to go to bed. Come on. Let's go. One more minute. Can I have one more bath? Can I play in the pool for one more minute? I swear I'll go to bed right after. Where's Ducky? Ducky? Are you Ducky? Are you Ducky? Yes, you're Ducky. Hi, Ducky. Ducky is usually the tamest Canada I've got over here. Like the most cuddliest one, the one that I can cuddle the most. Here you go, Pip Bird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry you've been asking for it and I haven't given you any. I'm sorry. It's not like there's a massive bowl in there with food in it or anything, but you know, the feed out of the hand just tastes so much better, doesn't it? Yeah. It's like eating heated up pizza, reheated pizza with a fork and a knife and saying it tastes better. That's a thing, guys. I'm telling you guys. Try it. It does. It tastes better. I swear. Hey, Ducky. Ducky, I know Dino is trying to convince you to break the rules, but don't listen to her. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. She's. Don't listen to her. She has no idea what she's talking about. Come on, buddy. Come on. Good boy. Whoa! Almost lost me balance there. Look at those different goosies. You got Pretty Bird the hybrid, Layla the American buff, and then the Canada goosies, and then Dino the American buff mixed with African, supposedly. I do love how all the geese that I have hand raised are very gentle when it comes to eating. Whereas like Peach, he'll like bite my fingers while he's getting the food. Like he mouths the food. Acting like you're starving. Kitties, can you stop? You're scaring the geese. I know. Stop trying to bite Dino. That's not cool, Layla. Come here. Dino, stay here. That's not okay. I won't let her bite you. Come here. Come on. Come on, Ducky. Ducky and Dino, stay here. Layla. Layla, you need to get your butt inside because you're being mean. Go on, girl. Here you go, babies. Here. Here, let me show you the difference. Look at this. Look, you see that? He's biting my fingers while he's eating. And then my Canada geese, they don't attack him really ever, but they will bite at him when he gets too close to me. And it really makes me wonder sometimes if they're trying to protect me from him. See, Layla was raised eating out of humans' hands as well, just not by me. But she was raised by, I think, like a 14-year-old girl before she came to us. So she was raised eating out of hands as well. Yes, good bird. See, and overnight they get a little pool in there. They get to be in. This won't be a thing though. Once it starts freezing and stuff, they won't. That won't be a thing anymore. Guys, let's not be mean. You know, Pitbird, I'm really proud of you. Very proud of you. You did so good today. Bringing everybody back to the pond. Going swimming without Mama having to get you guys in the water. I'm proud of you, Pitbird. Yes, you did good. No, Dino, you're not going to go that way. So my leg's in the way. So I'm keeping you from taking off. Little mischief. Ducky. 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 Yeah, that's stuck in your mouth. There you go. There you go, buddy. See, and I just moved. Kitties, knock it off. I just moved the trampoline again, which is why all the grass is tall and everybody is like, ooh, sweet. Yummy time. Cats, hey. Enough. Go. Get down. Brownie just looks at me. Knock it off, Brownie. I'm sorry, babies. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. There's all that dumping over there and you guys don't know what it is. Hey, Layla, no. Not nice, Layla. No. Ironically, the last thing you said was that they were so well behaved. Here I am reprimanding them for nipping at each other. Layla, no! It's okay, Dino. It's okay. You need to go and drink some water. Drink some water, Dino. Layla's a beautiful goose, though. Want some more? Here's your foot. No? Okay. Layla, you want some more, Layla? Of course you do. Right? Can you imagine, though? Layla could right now be pregnant by Pretty Bird. Like, she could be making eggs from Pretty Bird right now. Isn't that crazy to think? Why are you so scared, Ducky? Ducky, Ducky. Hey. Here you go, baby. I don't get how people can hate Canada geese. I don't get it. They're so pretty. Layla. Be nice. You know, by the way, Dino's your own kid. You know that, right? Like, that's your kid. Hey, Ducky. Hey, Ducky. Stop being mean to Dino. Somebody's seeing something and very curious about what's going on. Look at that neck all the way stretched out. Can you say boy? Can you say male? Look at that. Completely standing in attention. It's okay, babies. It's okay, babies. What are you guys staring at? I don't see anything. What are we staring at, guys? Everybody's staring at something. There's nothing there, guys. Hey, pretty bird. Yeah, right? It is true, though. Also, you can definitely tell the difference between their look at their level of just paying attention right now because they sensed something was off, and then the domestics and pretty bird are barely interested. Like they're just still hanging out, right? And still eating, nibbling, doing their thing. Like they'll still eat, right? Whereas this one's turned into a statue. You know what I'm saying? Like, they won't break from it. If they think they spotted something and there's a potential risk, they're going to keep staring at it till they're sure it's not there. And look at Squirt over there, so cute, so tiny. Did you finally spot your Canada side finally come through, pretty bird? I think he's so amazing looking. I just love him so much. Don't understand what people's issue is with Canada hybrids. I think they're amazing. Here. Here, Dino. Oh, no, I agree. And that's the weird thing. I don't know if I made a post on the Living with Geese one a while back. I was talking about how, like, if you go all the way back on our videos, like on our channel, on our YouTube channel, and you just go really far back to like Arizona, like some of the first videos we ever made, you'll see that his neck and everything is almost completely black. He has no white around his beak, like at all. He doesn't have anything white on the back of his neck. The only white he had was a slight patterning right here, where, like on the side, going down the edge, like where that stripe would be from the African goose, like on the sides. He had like a little bit of patterning going down each side, where you could almost kind of see that divide between the stripe down the back of his head, like an African, like a brown African, or a brown Chinese, and Canada having the full black neck, which you can still kind of see that divide. You can still see that divide now, but now he's got all that white on the back of his neck, and all that white that's shown up around his beak. His cheek patch has also gotten bigger, and and he also he's got white tips on his tail feathers. Like his tail feathers now have white tips. I don't know if you can see it right now. You'll probably see it if you watch that other video. His tail feathers have white tips now, which he didn't have that before this turned molting either. So yeah, I don't know what's happening, but the thing is, Pretty Bird's about to turn 5 this April, and if you think about it, no, Ducky, you can't come out right now, mamas. Sweetheart, you can't come out. It's bedtime, baby. Baby, it's bedtime. Did you want another snack before you go to bed? Here, Ducky. Ducky, Ducky. Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. No? No, Ducky? No num-nums? Pepper want the num-nums? Do you want the num-nums? Yes, you want the num-nums. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Pepper, it's so happy to have some num-nums. Not my fault. You guys are starving yourselves when you go to the backyard. I already brought some stuff back there for you. So you guys would at least eat some breakfast. It's not like they're starving. I mean, there's literally food everywhere for them, technically. You being picky. You're so spoiled. What are you guys staring at? You guys are all staring. Like, what is it? What are you guys all so nervous about? Anyway, I am really wondering if Pretty Bird is going to end up turning like all the way white. If he's going to end up being one of those like Canada geese with like an all white head. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm super curious. Like, does he have a form of albinism? Does he have some sort of like piebald thing going on? Like, what genetic is going on here? Is it that it's like the other side, like the white Chinese side, taken over? You know what I mean? Like, that he most likely has running in his genetics, right? Like what is it that's causing him to get more and more white feathers the older he gets? Because that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I started documenting Pretty Bird, because it was nearly impossible when I first hatched Pretty Bird almost 5 years ago. It was nearly impossible for me to find any info on hybrid Canada geese. Like, it just wasn't something that I could find. There was nothing really about Canada hybrids, and not like information. There was an occasional picture, and half of them were ducks that people thought were Canada hybrids. But there was nothing specific about them, how they develop, their plumage, like any information on it. And the more I've looked over the years, the more I've realized that there really isn't any info really much on them. There's like some things they've established, but there is no like long-term information. Like, there's nothing that I've found that like explains whether or not hybrids change their plumage color over time. Like for like Canada geese when they're hybrids, like, is it possible that they're going to change colors? Is that why some of our Canada geese have white heads and white necks, right? Like, is that why some Canada geese have speckled necks? Because they're carrying some sort of genetic, you know, I have no idea. I have no idea about the other side's purity or anything. All I know is that his mama was most likely a Chinese goose. And to the best of my knowledge. And that's where the knowledge literally ends. Because remember, his egg wasn't even supposed to hatch. He was a surprise gosling. Right, Pibbart? Yeah. The most random pet I've ever owned. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for all we know, you know, that white Chinese had, you know, mixes, or maybe it was a white African. All I know is that he 100% has Chinese and or African in him. It's one or the other. And I'm pretty sure it was a Chinese. And outside of that, and I'm pretty sure that his mom was a white Chinese by appearance. But from my understanding, all of them carry the genetics. Like, a white Chinese mom can have brown Chinese babies, or vice versa. So, you know, and then plus with the domestics, the thing is that a lot of their bloodlines aren't clean in the first place. So you know. But like I said, one of the things that I'm wondering about is, oh, be hush. One of the things I'm wondering about is if is how is that affecting his genetics when it comes to his appearance? Like, is he changing over time into something different? Like, is that like, you know how sometimes we get those beautiful pictures of those random Canada geese that have like an all white head and neck, right, with that beautiful black beak, right? And we're like, oh, that one's like a partial albino or something. Like, we have these like ideas of why they're like that, right? But what if it's a case like pretty birds? Like, what if that's just an older hybrid that has slowly changed its feather colors over time? And that's why sometimes we see them in different stages, where some of them are kind of spotted, you know, have the blotches of white and things like that. It's just an idea that I had once I realized that he was getting more and more white feathers over time. It was just something that I started considering, that there was a possibility that that's going on. Opie, you'll get your dinner in a minute. You poor puppy, you're so picked on. Ouse. Wait. Anyways, so, and that's one of the things that I'm documenting basically, is how much he changes every time he goes through a molt. He changes more. And every molt, without a fail, since he was a baby, he's gained more white feathers. Like, every single molt, he's gained more white feathers. So it's just, I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see, I guess. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if you look at old videos, you'll see, or even old pictures, you'll notice he didn't have any white around his beak. He had no white on the back of his neck. He barely had any white on the side. He had very light salt and pepper speckling on the side and on the front of his neck, very lightly. And that was it. And since then, he's gained all this white feathers everywhere that he didn't have before, which is just strange. And I can't find a reason why. Like, I can't find it, like, a reason online that, like, perfectly describes why this happens. You know what I mean? The only other reason I can find is something like, I think it's called vitiligo or something like that in Canada geese, or in geese in general. But then you would think he'd have it in other areas of his body as well, not just the areas where he has black colored feathers. So, you know, it's just, I think it's interesting, and we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe I'll figure something out with hybrids that other people haven't been able to figure out because they keep killing them. I mean, even in the wild, hunters will target the hybrids because they make pretty, you know, statues. And breeders will generally sell them for taxidermy, or, you know, kill them off because, or not even hatch them at all because they don't want hybrids. They don't want to muddy the bloodline. So, you know, in the wild ones, we're not seeing them every day. We can't monitor them all the time. And even if they do try to do that, they often get killed off, and they only get monitored for short periods of times. So this is basically one of the reasons why I'm monitoring him the way I am, and why I make the videos and post them, because maybe we'll find out some stuff that we didn't know before. Oh, I didn't know that they can turn brown as they get older. I didn't know that. But yeah, anyway, I'm freezing out here, so I'm going to go ahead and go inside. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. I really appreciate it. Always an enjoy talking with you about our theories. And I'll probably be on again tomorrow. I usually try to come live at least once a day, or at the minimum once every other day is what I, at the minimum, try. But apparently my dog is starving, because I haven't fed him in 2 hours. So poor puppy is just, you know, miserable over here. So I'm going to have to go and get him his raw food that he so badly has to eat. You poor thing, with your raw diet. But anyway, I do hope you have a good night, and I'll see you again soon. And thank you to everyone else that stopped by tonight. All right. Good night, guys.